Good evening, everybody. Sorry for being a little bit early, but I have to go and pick up Piper 8. So, welcome. My name is Kelley Farley. If you're new to my channel, thank you for joining and popping by. We are going to make this card here, which is called a double tower card, and it actually folds flat and fits into a standard envelope, and then when it's open, it stands up all by itself as a tower. So, I can't remember, I didn't write down the lady's name that I cased it off, but there's lots of them in Pinterest, on Pinterest, that you would be able to find. So the one that I watched, hello Alison, the one that I was watching was actually bigger. It was 7 by 7 folded, so it needed a way bigger envelope. I've also used some of the new designer series paper. This is the Lost Lagoon paper, so I've paired that with some, what is that, Pretty Peacock. All right, and although this is kind of a Christmassy paper, it's got snowflakes on it. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me just get there. There you go. Some snowflakes on it. I've actually paired it with a set that's kind of more leaves and fauna. Fauna? Yes. Flora is, I don't know, flora and fauna, whatever. So I thought that was quite a nice combination. So what we need is a few bits and pieces. Let me get everything out here. So I've decided to reverse the colours that I'm using. And so my base is going to be Flora. Thank you, Alison. So I've decided to reverse it, so my base is in Pretty Peacock, and then the accent pieces are in Lost Lagoon, and we'll be using this shiny snowflake on our Pretty Peacock designer series paper. So the first thing that we're going to need is all right, so the first thing that we need now, when I was working this out, it was like 4 pieces, and I thought, no, I'm not messing about with glue and stuff. So we did this bit and the back the same, and then we had 2 panels that fitted into that, and that was just really fidget. And you know, in a bigger piece it was probably fine, but in this size piece it was really fiddly. So I've reworked it and so that it's just 2 pieces plus the decoration. So I'm going to try and score them both at the same time, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch. Maybe I'll go this way to do the 1/2 inch, just so that I've got something to hold it on. And we're going to be scoring. So you've got 2 pieces here that are 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. You can adjust this whichever way you like. So 1/2 and then 1. Like I said, the one that I saw online. Now I'm going extra hard because I'm going through 2 pieces of cardstock. And then 3 1/2. If you're finding that isn't going deep enough for you, you could pop your bone folder in there. That might have a bit more pressure on it. Bit of a sharper blade. 3 1/2, 4. And I'll do both because then it'll go through. Oh, and it'll go through to the same pieces here. 4 1/2. You could leave your cardstock as one piece, and then just cut it. So 5 3/4 would be 11 1/2. So you'd get an A4 out of it. And the last one is 5 1/2. Which is just like a little tiny piece at the end here. So hopefully, yeah, they haven't gone through as well as I thought, so I might have to put them back in. Alright, so we're just going to score all our score. That one's tricky because it's only 1/4 of an inch, so it's a little bit harder to grab, so I've done that one first. Then we're just going to score all of our pieces, and then this end. So essentially you have got 2 pieces exactly the same. Alright, so you'll have 2 scored pieces the same. These are very faint. And so we'll just coax that in. Not as defined as I would like to have it. So you just gently coax it over. Now I am doing both because you kind of want it. You want it to sit properly. So which means that doing it both ways, it just gives a bit more flexibility in your score marks and your folds, especially I think it makes it easier when you want to close things, fold things up and put it in an envelope. Alright, so you've got 2 pieces. Let's get them the right way. Got 2 pieces around exactly the same way. What you're going to do now is you're actually going to put them opposite each other. So on my first one, I've got the 1/2 inch and then the 1 inch there. And my second one, I've got my half inch and my 1 inch at the other end. All right. So essentially, this little tiny bit here, which is that flap, is going to get stuck on here. And I haven't actually done it this way before, so I'm not going to. But I don't know how well you can see that. See how I've got it? And so thin and then thick, and then I've got 2 pieces the same size. Thin and 2 pieces the same size, thin and thick. So what we're going to do is these 2 pieces, this wide panel in the middle is this part here. So we want to put those 2 pieces together. All right. So we want to make sure that we line those 2 pieces up. And it's really important that those 2 pieces line up really well, because that's what's going to hold your card. All right. So you're going to end up, it's going to look like that. It looks a little bit like an upside down doll. I don't know what that looks like. A headless something. All right. So if we start at this end, we're going to have the first fold is going to be a mountain fold, the second fold is a valley fold. All right, so it's like that beginning of a concertina. On the other side, we're going to do the same thing. So a valley fold, a mountain fold, and then another mountain fold, and another mountain fold. And so you're essentially making a box at the end there. All right. So you're going to end up with that rectangular piece like that. Move my hand out the way so you can see it. So on this very thin piece here, we're going to put some glue. If you feel more confident, hi Andrea, if you feel more confident to use tape, then, you know, by all means. I did some tape on something the other day and it kept coming off, so I was getting a little bit frustrated. If you're using glue, you're just going to have to be prepared to let it sit for a few seconds to grab hold, and you want to make sure that your fold or your score line is lined up on the edge. Otherwise, when you go to collapse your card down to post it, it's going to be a little bit wonky. All right, so that's our first end. So then we're going to do the same on this side. The shorter one we're going to valley mountain fold. Our long one we're going to valley mountain mountain. All right, and then we're going to put the glue on that last little tab bit. All right. So we'll get that, and we'll get that. So then we've got our two pieces. Just force them in because we want like that. And that is essentially our card. So if you didn't see before, you can fold it flat and it fits in a standard envelope, and then it's quite resilient and pops up. So here is the finished one that I started. That's my sample one that I started with. So I've done the reverse. So we're going to pop this. I'm just going to really quickly run this piece through the Big Shot, not the Big Shot. Why did I say Big Shot? Through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I'm just going to use the mini one. Using the embossing powder one. That doesn't seem to have done anything. Sorry, ladies, just trying to get my sandwich right for my... Oi! Petey! What's the problem? What's the matter? Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on there. Come here. And when I was prepping my card, I actually cut all the images out for decorating, so that's not going to take too long for us. Please do say hi if you're watching. It's always nice to know who is watching. And if you're not a card maker, if you are a card maker, anything that you see me make on here is for sale. So if you're watching and you just like what you see, but you're not interested in actually making things like this yourself, that is awesome. And if you are interested in purchasing anything, please do reach out. Now I can't remember what this one's called, but it's the matching one of this. So if I put it that way, you can see the snowflakes embossed, and so this is another one in the set, and then there was the white one as well. So this is in the new September to December catalogue. As one of our specialty, you get 6 papers, 2 of each design. I think it's about $25. Can't remember. I have to look. But it's super pretty, and it's a nice way. Like I don't usually do snowflakes, especially for Christmas, because we don't have snowflakes. It's usually not. But it's quite nice for non-traditional colours. I like the reds and greens, but sometimes I quite like doing the non-traditional look as well. It's going to come off, or look like it's going to come off. So the thing with foil is, one, it's single-sided, which is really nice. So you don't have to try and decide which is the better side to use, or feel bad about putting one of the nice pretty sides down. But it is slightly thinner, and you do get a little impression of the glue. Alright, so that's our front. We're going to put our back here, and what I've got is just another piece the same size as I've got on the front. I'm not embossing it. I'm just going to pop a piece of basic white on top for writing a message. If you wanted to, if you trust yourself, I don't always trust myself, you could pop these bits on before you fold your ends together. If you're going to stamp on here, I'd recommend stamping before gluing. I'm just actually going to leave it blank. So there. Now I have got a stamp kit that I'm going to use. Can I do that one? Alright, so then what I've done here is on the back of, oh, you lovelies are still all there. Thank you for watching. While I'm doing this, I might as well let you know about some things that are happening in Stampin' Up. Actually, I'll put some more. So Stampin' Up are celebrating 35 years this year, and have had some really amazing special things happening. One of them at the moment for the month of October is they've got a joining special. Joining does not mean that you have to sell anything. If it might be that you Should I go that way this time? And put that there. It might just be that you want to get cheaper supplies for your own crafting. It might be that you want to just take advantage of the joining special and sorry, Piper's just ringing me. The joining special, or you might want to find a way to what's the word I want? What's the word I want? I don't know. My words are gone now. You might want to supplement, is the word I want, your family income. And if you do, then that's great. If you would like to join my little team of me, I would love to have you. I don't view my business as I don't see myself as a business demo as such. I feel like I'm more of a hobby demo. But I am more than happy to help you as much as I can if that is something you would like to look into. All right, I think that I might leave that like that and then put that there. And I'm actually just going to pop this. I should have put it in my stand. So you get, for the month of October, Stampin' Up! Have two special offers. One being that you get 35% off the price of the kit. So you get still the same amount of product, still the same value of product, but you pay 35% less. Or you pay the standard price, which is $189. You already get free shipping as part of your joining package, but you'll get 35% more in your 35% more product that you can choose as part of your joining kit. The joining kit is fully customizable, so that means that you can, that's too low, that you can choose any products in either catalogs, and actually any of our Demonstrator products at the moment that are on sale or on pre-order, you can choose them as part of your kit as well. So I'm going to, I think I want that about there. So I'm just going to pop a dimensional there and there. Now you can pop it all the way across. You could get a piece, the one I saw had a diamond piece at the front. I felt that was a little bit too much, and I just wanted to have, and I liked that bit floating. So it gave a little bit more flexibility when I collapsed it down. All right, you will have to do that a little bit. You'll have to play around with it. You might want to go that way. It's up to you. But I liked the fluidity of that. It also, and then you've got that space there. So that is tonight's card. So thank you for sticking with me. There are 5 lovelies that stayed the whole time. And the regulars that say hi and come back every week, twice a week. So that is the card for tonight. If you have a go at making that card, then thanks, Andrea. Then I'd love to see it. And the same if you have a chance to do the never-ending card. I know that's a little bit more daunting, but doing a practice run on some, what do you call it, photocopy paper, printer paper, might be quite useful as well. You're welcome, Alison. Right, that was a phone call to go and pick up my child. They've finished earlier than expected, so I will leave you with that. Please do pop it on my page if you love to see what you made. It would make an amazing Christmas card, I think, also. So you could pop a gift card in there. You could put like a little bit of glue dot or something like that in there as well. Anyway, I better head off. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you on Sunday evening. Bye for now.